thing. Hello, hello. Welcome back to Real English with Real Teachers. My name is Charlie. I have my lovely co-host Harry with me today. Hello, Harry. How are you doing?
Hello, Charlie.
Welcome back to Real English.
I'm very fine, thank you. Oh, that's my speakers. Hello, I'm fine, thank you, Charlie. How are you doing today? I am lovely, aren't I?
Yeah, you are. You're lovely. Yeah, I'm doing better. Yeah, my shoulder is on the mend, and I'm back in my normal home now. I'm not in my parents' home. I flew over to Germany, so I'm back in my office, ready to teach the world again.
Fantastic. And teach the world you will. How does it feel to be back?
Good. I'm refreshed. I'm ready for action. I've been a little bit bored because I bought a PlayStation to occupy myself,
Okay.
and I thought I would love it, and I was liking it, but I might be getting a bit more mature now because for some reason I'm not magnetized towards it. I'm not like gravitating towards it every single second. I used to be like, oh my God, I need to game. But yeah, I'm wanting to work. Weird.
So, at the age of 26, you have finally become an adult.
Hurrah, hurrah. Yeah. I still can't do that. That's popping it out a little bit.
Yeah. Okay. But you're on the mend, right?
I'm on the mend, yeah. So
Good.
hello everyone. Lovely to see you here already. We've got some comments coming in. Lovely to read them.
Yeah.
We want
So
to
quick hello to Amir. Hello to Dimitri. I'm just going to put on my glasses so I can see your names. Hello to Amy, Yunsam, Aza, Katanzia. Sorry about my pronunciation. My Polish is not very good, but dziękuję.
And we've got oh God, how could I do that? Trinh Nguyen Vu Phu Rong from Vietnam. I apologize again if that's wrong. David Gallardo, or is it Gallardo? If it's Spanish,
Yeah,
I suppose it'd be
he
Gallardo,
commented. Yeah. David Gallardo makes lots of nice comments on our videos. So hello, David. Nice to see you here.
Excellent, excellent. Yeah,
Welcome.
he's from Spain. Yeah.
Fabulous. So welcome to everyone who has come to this live lesson, which we do every Wednesday, don't we, Charlie?
More or less, yeah. If we don't break our bones, then we do our lessons. So come join in every Wednesday. And what do the lessons provide our students, Harry?
So these live lessons are your opportunity to speak with us and for us to teach you new idiomatic expressions, usually, and to teach you up-to-date English, which is used right now in 2017. And it's very important that you can participate with us in these classes. So how do we get them to participate, Charlie?
Well, we use the chat box feature for you to interact with us. So we will give you phrases and example them, and then we want you to example them and bring your own paraphrase or summary of some of the topics that we're talking about. And then we read through them and make sure that you are able to use them correctly, and also conjugating them and collocating the right prepositions, because a lot of the time when you learn a new phrase, you don't necessarily know how to apply it in a native way. So that's why we're here, to help you integrate them properly.
Exactly. And the topic of today's lesson is specifically about aches and pains and the accidents that sometimes, unfortunately, we have in life. And Charlie has recently had an accident with his shoulder and has a little injury. And this is why this has been brought to our attention recently.
Yeah, I had a bang. I had a fall.
Yeah. So you mentioned a phrase at the start, Charlie. You said that you are on the mend now. You were in a spot of bother. You had an issue with your shoulder, but now you are on the mend. What did you mean by that?
Yeah, good phrase as well there, to have a spot of bother. I'll put that in the downloadable worksheet. So we're going to offer a downloadable worksheet in the description box when this has replay, or when this has recorded and it's up for replay. You'll have access to the downloadable worksheet. So to be in a spot of bother, did you say?
Yes, to be in a spot of bother. And that would be to have a problem, right? To have a problem. It could be with your shoulder. It could be some trouble you had at school, perhaps.
Yeah.
If you have fights, you could have a spot of bother. And actually, in a recent video we made with Lucy from English with Lucy, she said that she had been in a spot of bother in school.
Oh yeah, and she sorted it in a physical way, didn't she?
Yeah. She said she punched the person. She got in a fight. I don't know if she punched. Maybe she slapped them, and that resolved her problem.
Maybe a backhander.
Yeah, perhaps. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes the back of the hand is more effective. Sometimes.
I think someone spotted your mug there, your bug on a mug.
Yeah, I have a bug. Yeah, the bug on the mug. Yeah, this was a Christmas present from my mum and dad this year. They both gave me a mug. I think my dad gave me one with a whale on it, and my mum gave me one with a bug on it, or maybe the other way around. But they're the same mug from the same shop. But yeah, thank you for the kind comment.
Is that because you drink a lot of tea? You're a real Brit and you love a good cup of tea.
I love a good cup of tea. Yeah, I am obsessed with tea, actually. When I was in Spain living there, I was more a coffee drinker, but now I'm very much a tea drinker. Yeah, I have probably like 5 or 6 cups a day.
Okay. Café con leche, is that right?
Café con leche? Yeah, perfect. Coffee with milk, yeah. But actually, I prefer it without milk.
Ah, cafe. What's the opposite of con?
Sin.
Café sin leche. But you wouldn't say that. Anyway, we're here to teach you English. So let's go back to be on the mend. To be on the mend means to be getting better. So now I am not in my sling. I can say I am on the mend because I can move it a little bit, and I can actually sleep without having to stay upright and be like, oh, this is so painful. So yeah, I'm on the mend.
Yeah. So if you guys would write your examples of on the mend. So you could say something like, I broke my shoulder 2 months ago, but now I'm on the mend. I am getting better. So we want to hear your examples.
Exactly.
So what activities can you do now that you are on the mend, Charlie?
What activities can I do? Well, I can actually be on my own without having the need of a parent or my girlfriend to look after me. So I'm allowed to come back to Germany and live my normal life. I did have trouble making coffee earlier because it's a two-handed twist, and that was putting strain on the ligament a little bit.
It's a two-handed twist, right?
Yeah, it is.
You could put one in your mouth and go.
Well, I know what you're going to say, but the coffee mug is quite big.
Yeah, but you do have a rather big mouth. Let's see.
I think we just showed them, didn't we?
That is a wonderful mouth. Wonderful.
Okay, let's take a look at the comments section. So I'm going to share my screen for the replay purposes.
Yeah, one thing to mention. This expression to be on the mend, it comes from the verb mend. So to mend is like to fix. So you can use it in the same way. If my cup was broken, I would mend it. I would, well, I would tell my dad to mend it because he's better with those types of things.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So it's from the verb to mend. Let's see what we've got. So Carolina, I've twisted my ankle last week, so I'm on the mend. Great. Thank you very much for that. What about the I've?
Yeah. Yeah. I'm glad you said that. I would say, so because it's a finished action, which isn't connected to the present moment, I would say last week I twisted my ankle. So when we use that specific point in time in the past, we use the past simple. Last year I went to Italy, for example.
Yeah. Yeah. You could also say I twisted my ankle last week.
Yeah, I twisted my ankle last week.
But because it's not happening now, the result is not really now, it's a past simple.
Yes, yeah. So if you were not mentioning the time, I would say, you know, oh, what's happened to you, Charlie? You can say, oh, I've twisted my ankle, but there's no mention of the time. So I could say, when did you twist your ankle? I twisted my ankle this morning, for example.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Okay, nice one. One more before we come back to camera. I broke up with my boyfriend a few months ago, but now I am on the mend. It's a good grammar. It is good grammar. But I wonder, do we say that with relationships? I'm on the mend. We can do. It's not for me. It's not too common to hear that.
Yeah,
Are you on the mend?
You could maybe use this in regards to the relationship. So you could say we broke up, but then we got back together, and things are getting better. The relationship is on the mend.
The relationship is on the mend. Yeah, yeah. I feel more comfortable with that. So in replacement of that for Itya, I broke up with my boyfriend a few months ago, but now I am feeling better.
Yeah, yeah.
Now I'm starting to feel better.
Yeah. Or I'm over him. I'm over it.
I'm getting over it. I'm getting over it. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm getting over it. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I'm going to stop sharing now. Okay, cool.
Yeah, cool.
So
Okay.
that's exactly what we want. We want examples like that, and we want to analyze them and help you see where the correct part is and where you can improve. So really good. Thank you so much for all of those comments. Really, really nice.
Yeah. Should we read a couple more examples that were good, Charlie?
Yeah. Okay. I broke my ankle while skiing, but now I'm on the mend.
Nice.
That's a great one.
Yeah. Very nice. Yeah.
Yeah. Can you see any more?
Yeah. Shin. My friend recently got some sort of infection on his throat. Hope he would be on the mend soon. That's very good. Very good. There's one thing I would change there, probably with would, Charlie.
Okay. Yeah. I'm just going to share the screen so the people can see it. So this one here, shin. Yeah.
Yeah.
My friend recently got some sort of infection on his throat. So in his throat, and hope he gets better soon. Hope he would be on the mend soon. I hope that he.
Yeah, I'd probably say I hope he is on the mend soon, or I hope he gets better soon. Yeah.
Yeah, gets better is more common there. So when can we use mend? So I am on the mend. He is on the mend. I hope he starts. No, we don't use it like that, do we?
I hope you are on the mend soon. So I hope you start to get better soon, maybe.
Yeah, that phrase "start to get better soon" is much more native or natural, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
I don't think that sounds very common. Okay.
Perhaps with hope, when we're saying hope and we're wishing we're wishing other people well, we probably wouldn't use it as much.
Yeah, that's that's a good suggestion. So when wishing someone to get well, we would use get well rather than to be on the mend.
Yeah, I hope you get better soon, or I hope you feel better soon, perhaps.
Good. Yeah. Okay.
Cool.
Nice one. We want to hear more about your accidents as well, because this is all about aches and pains and accidents. So you've heard about my shoulder injury skiing, but yeah, keep them coming in and tell us in detail what's happened to you.
Yeah. Keep commenting with your ailments, with the issues that you have with your body, or any injuries you may have had. Yeah.
So going on to another phrase, I was as I said, I was really bored leading up to this point. I was not very entertained because I was constantly in my bed the whole time. And I was bedridden, you could say.
You're bedridden.
I was bedridden, yeah.
Okay. So that means that you were just constantly in your bed. You couldn't get out of your bed, or were you riding your bed? Does that mean you were riding your bed?
Not quite. I wasn't active enough to ride anything. Yeah, I wasn't riding my bed. I was not allowed to get up out of bed, pretty much. I was also sofa bound. Could you say? I was sofa bound.
Yeah, nice. Yeah. So it just suggests that you're unable to get up, and your movement is generally confined to one place. I'm sofa bound. I'm bed bound. You could say I am bed bound.
Yeah, or to be bound to the sofa or bed.
Yeah. And to be bound, or to the phrase to bind, it comes from the phrase to bind, which would be to attach, or to be attached to something. Yeah. The last time I was bed bound, or I was bedridden, was when I hurt my shoulder. I had an operation on my shoulder.
Oh yeah, you did. It's weird how we've had similar injuries, but how did yours happen again?
I think mine was potentially from working out in the gym too much when I was traveling. Yeah. I was pumping too much iron. Can't you know?
Did you feel the burn?
Yeah, I pushed for the burn. Yeah, meaning I exerted myself. I really tried hard to build muscle. I pushed for the burn.
And everyone, as you can see, Harry managed to succeed with this.
Yeah.
You used to have guns, actually, but they seem to have vanished, especially on your left shoulder.
Yeah, I had some serious guns. What does that mean, to have guns? Does that mean I had like a rifle under my bed? Like
no, it doesn't mean you're American. It means that you have muscles in your bicep, or your bicep muscles are big.
Yes, good. Yeah, so I had guns. But anyway, I hurt my shoulder and I was bedridden for a couple of days, or I was at least sofa bound. I was very immobile. Very immobile.
Yeah. I've just noticed that we've got an example from the lovely Galena. Hello, Galena. When you're not on the mend, you are bind to bed. I like that you're compiling. Yeah, compiling. You're bringing them together. But Harry, can we explain about the bind-bound situation?
Yeah. So the way we're using to be bound, we're using it in a passive sentence. So we're saying I was bed bound. So we're using the third form of the verb bind. So in this circumstance, you've said you are bind to bed. So we'd have to say you are bound to the bed, or a more natural way to say it is to be bed bound. I am bed bound. So when you are not on the mend, you are bed bound.
Good. Very good. Thank you for that. Lovely delivery. Okay. So the next one from Roxy, I was bound to the bed, so I could not go to the party. We do not need an article with that one. I was bound. I was, yeah, as Harry said, I was bed bound. I was bound to my bed. Could use it as a possessive pronoun. My bed. I was bound to my bed.
Yeah. Yeah.
Again,
I would use it as part of the phrase. Yeah. I was bed bound.
yeah.
Yeah. Kind of a fixed expression. We probably wouldn't use it in the other way.
Yeah. Just thinking at the beginning, we were saying sofa. I was bound to the sofa. So that's why she's saying I was bound to the bed. But the bed sounds unnatural, doesn't it? But you could say the sofa.
I was bound to the sofa. Yeah, I was bound to the bed.
It's not that natural, though, the phrase, I was bound to the sofa. So let's stick to bed bound or sofa bound. But again, mainly bed bound, we say.
Yeah. If you say I was bound to the bed, that kind of sounds like you were tied to the bed against, like, kind of forced. You were like some kind of strange Christian Grey incident.
Yeah. Have you ever had that experience?
I'm going to say no, seeing as my parents are watching downstairs. Yeah.
Weren't you telling me that one of your past partners was quite into their bondage?
No, definitely not. No, I've never had a fruity relationship like that. No, I wish.
I'm going to write that in, to have a fruity relationship.
Yeah. So we have some more phrases here, some more examples.
Yeah.
Telge. I have had cough for 3 days. So I have had a cough for 3 days. So we need the indefinite article. And I have been bound to bed. So again, I would use it. I have been bed bound.
Yeah. Also, Harry, you said a in the example, but when you actually say it, you would say the pronunciation, wouldn't you?
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I would say I've had a cough. I've had a cough. I've had a cough. Had a cough. Had a cough.
Quite a few. Yeah. There you go. Okay. So let's go on to some more phrases.
Yes. Let's do the next one. Okay, so I was thinking earlier about a funny incident that happened to me when I was a kid. My dear father, he took me to play golf, and I'm not a golfer. And he took my friend and I to a field about maybe 10 minutes from my house. And we took some golf clubs, which is the long stick you use to hit the golf ball.
Okay.
And
can I just ask, you said a field. You said a field. Is this like a park, or did you go to a golf course?
No, yeah, it was literally just a field in a park. So a big area of grass in the park.
Okay. Yeah.
I hit the ball. I went and collected the ball. And then I was kind of waiting for my friend and trying to cheer him on and say, "Come on, man, come on, hit the ball, hit me." And then he hit the ball, and it literally just flew right into my face.
How close were you to the ball?
Probably like, I don't know, 50 yards. Maybe 50 yards. And it hit me straight on the face. And the next day, my cheek had swollen up, ironically, about the size of a golf ball, or slightly bigger.
Yeah, that's nice. Very nice delivery. So we should say that to swell up is to expand, and it's normally from massive bruising. And a lot of the time, if you have a swelling that's very big, you say to swell up the size of a golf ball, or maybe an egg. We sometimes use an egg, don't we?
The size of an egg. Yeah, yeah, or the size of a grape. We often use, it's all often food, isn't it? Food related.
Well, you can't eat a golf ball, Harry.
Yeah, yeah. You swallow up the size. Yeah, I guess round things that we use in common daily English. We use. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, yeah, you can't. You're right. You can't eat a golf ball. Yeah.
But you've probably tried. Okay. All right. So there we go. I want you guys, or we want you guys, to try to example that in itself. So to swell up. Oh, we've got one. Carolina, I have my finger swelled up. Oh, really good try. Really good try. My finger has swollen up, or my finger has swelled up.
Yeah. Yeah. Swelled. Swell. Swelled. Swollen.
Mm-hmm.
It's an irregular verb. Yeah. Yes. So I said my my cheek had swollen up, the size of a golf ball. So another example here. Her eyes were swollen and red. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, that's a good example. And that would probably be from crying too much, I imagine.
Yeah. Yeah. Or a punch, or like maybe potentially a fight.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I don't know, for my thoughts, when I read her, I don't imagine a her would get in fight, but that's very sexist of me, isn't it? Yeah. So I was thinking also a synonym to that kind of crying, swollen red eyes would be puffy. Your eyes are puffy.
Yeah, absolutely.
Have puffy eyes.
My eyes are all puffy and red because I've been crying all morning.
Yeah. And that means very similar to swollen, puffy, like up.
Yeah, they're kind of expanded, normally underneath. Like, ooh.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, in that example, she said, I have my finger swelled up. We just say, yeah, my finger is swollen or has swelled up. Yeah. Because we don't say have, do we? We don't say I have my finger swollen up. We wouldn't use the verb have, would we, when we talk about the state of something?
Yeah, yeah, we use it has swollen up. I have. Could you say I have a swollen leg? I have a swollen something.
Yeah, you could. Yeah, you could. Yeah, I have a swollen leg. Yeah, yeah. Probably more common saying my leg is swollen.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
So I have a swollen something.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of The Office now. Swollen goods.
Swollen goods. Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
So
normally we would say my something is swollen.
Yeah. We've got an example here from Olivia. I've got a hay fever. So we say I've got hay fever. So without the article. So my eyes are often swollen during spring. Perfect. Very good, Olivia.
There we go. Just putting that on there. I've got a hay fever, so my eyes are often swollen during spring. Yeah, without the article a, I've got hay fever, as you said. Nice. Really nice. Okay. Did we see any others?
So we have one from Mauricio. The balloon is swelling up. So I would say, well, it is being blown up. It is being blown up. It is expanding. It is filling with air. We probably wouldn't say the balloon is swelling up, would we?
No, not quite. So the balloon is expanding, or I am blowing up the balloon. But yeah, the balloon doesn't really swell in our natural phrase.
When we say swell, it's normally a negative thing, and it's something you don't necessarily want it. Like, it's a reaction to something.
Exactly.
I remember my arms swelled up really bad really badly when I was actually working out. All of my problems come from the gym. And after a very strong workout, my arm was really, really swollen.
Oh,
It was very strange. It looked like, I don't know, it was huge. It looked like a tree trunk.
oof. You sure it wasn't from fantastic workout? A fantastic workout.
No, because it was on one side. So it was just here, it was huge. And this one was really, really small. It was very strange.
Okay. And you know to work out both arms?
Really?
You don't just you
But Rafael Nadal, he has one really strong arm. So I thought, well, that's cool.
So you're trying to copy a tennis player. Yeah.
Yeah.
That sounds good. We've got a really good example from Gabriella. I got a swelling from a mosquito. So you would definitely swell up from a mosquito. I got a swelling from a mosquito. I got a swollen bite from a mosquito. Would that be more natural for you, Harry?
Yeah, probably. Yeah, yeah. You could say I have swelling. I have swelling from my mosquito bite.
From a
I have a lot
mosquito
of
bite.
swelling.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So you could use the noun. Yeah. Or if you go to the doctor, he'd say, "Is there swelling?" So you say, "Oh, I've got a problem with my. I've been bitten on my arm," and he'd say, is there much swelling?
Yes.
Have you
Yes.
seen any swelling?"
And for your sake, after the gym, you had a huge amount of swelling.
Yeah, I had a huge amount of swelling. Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
So we often talk about it in the quantity of swelling.
Yeah, my dad actually has a swollen wrist at the moment, and I don't know why. It's like but it's not just soft. It's turned hard, which is very strange. It's a bit gross, but it's like the size of an egg, I would say.
Okay.
The
Oh,
size of
that's
an egg.
weird. Really weird.
Yeah, yeah.
What's he been doing?
We don't want to know.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Do you want to read out a couple more examples? Then we'll do the next phrase, or should we move on to the next one?
We've got some great examples, but let's keep going because we're already half an hour in. So this one is also used towards describing people as well, this one, isn't it? But you can describe it when it is frustrating. And for me, my accident after skiing, being in a sling and waiting on the sofa for a long, long time, it was painful, but it was also just a pain in the neck. And I don't mean my neck was in pain, because you could also say this phrase, it was a pain in the arse.
Ooh. Yeah. Okay. So you didn't have a painful bottom, Charlie. Your bottom, your arse didn't hurt, did it?
No, it didn't. Although sitting on it for so long, it was getting a bit restless. But that doesn't mean what we're referring to. What does it mean?
So to be a pain in the arse or a pain in the neck is to be irritating. So it's all something that's very annoying. And you could use it with describing people. If you find someone loathsome or someone you don't really like spending time with, or someone who is annoying you in that moment, you could say, "Stop being a pain in the arse." You could say, "Oh, the kids are really being a pain in the arse today."
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Have you had any experiences where some of your friends turn out to be a pain in the arse? Or maybe not friends, some other people?
Like YouTube partners.
Definitely not.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I encounter pain in the arses all the time, but I think I'm quite tolerant towards these people nowadays. What about you?
Nowadays. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I used to get quite frustrated more easily than I do now, I think.
Okay. Okay. So back in your heyday, you were quite an easily frustrated man.
Yeah, yeah. I'd say I'm probably in my heyday now. Back then, I was my former self was not so as remarkable as it is now.
Okay. And just so we all know, heyday is the period of time when someone's in their greatest success.
Yes. Yeah, we say to be in one's heyday. Yeah.
Yeah, just writing that. Okay. Right. Should we look at some examples, Harry?
Absolutely. Okay. We have interesting. So we're going to have a comparison of American and your UK English here. So someone has said, so Haytham said, I thought it was pain in the ass. So ASS. So this is the American, the US English spelling, ASS. The British English, what do we say, Charlie?
Arse.
Ah,
Arse. Yeah, so we say ARSE, arse.
arse. And we're not really pronouncing the R because the R doesn't start the syllable. So we just say ah, ah, and it's the same sound in the second person of the form of the verb to be. So you are being a pain in the arse.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. And I would say that it sounds the same as glass, glass, or
Glass.
grass,
Last.
last, fast,
Laugh. Ha 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 ha. Laugh.
laugh. So arse, arse.
Bar.
Okay. So that was the comparison to the American ass. God, we're terrible at American, aren't we?
Ass.
Easy.
I'm
All right.
okay. Galena. Okay, no, actually, sorry. Carolina. The friend of mine is a pain in the arse sometimes.
Okay, really good this part. We just normally say a friend of mine because I'm sure, Carolina, that you have more than one friend.
Yes. And yeah, it's unknown to us, isn't it? It's the first time we hear about this friend.
Yeah,
So it's new
exactly.
information. We need the indefinite article.
Yeah, so a friend of mine, blah, blah, blah. Very nice. Thank you for the example. Okay, do you want to pick one?
Some neighbors can be a pain in the arse sometimes. Completely agree, David. Absolutely.
Very nice example, yeah.
Yeah. My parents would probably agree with that. Not at the moment. We have good neighbors at the moment, but I think in the past,
Okay.
we've probably suffered with some people who were a pain in the arse living next.
Right. Okay. Yeah, I can imagine. I'm probably that pain in one's ass with my drum set.
Yeah.
What about this one? I'm sitting with my mum at the moment and she's being a pain in the arse. I love it. Really good.
Very good.
Yeah. Nothing to
I'd
correct
love to
there.
know what is she doing to be a pain in the arse, Galena? I'd love to know.
Yeah.
Prince, your friends may be a pain in the arse sometimes.
Yeah. Your friends may be a pain. Your friends, I think I would say might. Your friends might be a pain in the arse sometimes. May is quite formal, isn't it?
It is. Yeah, it is more formal. Yeah.
But very nice. Thank you.
Yeah, might is actually like the past of may, which interestingly. So it's less. Yeah, it's less formal.
Okay. Yeah. What about
My new
azar?
classes are pain in the neck. My new classes are a pain in the neck. So we need a pain in the neck.
A pain in the neck. Not yours. Thank you so much. They are so boring. Well, we hope to spice up your life.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so I've got so much maths homework and it's a pain in the arse. Okay, I've got so much maths homework and it's a pain in the arse. Very nice.
Lovely.
Yeah. All right, should we come back to camera?
Yeah, there was one more I just want to correct. My teacher is always paining in the arse. So we wouldn't use it as a verb in the continuous. We'd always use it as if it were a noun. So is always being a pain in the arse. A pain in the arse. So you'd have to use the being if you want to do it as a continuous, you need to take the verb to be and make that continuous. So my teacher is being a pain in the arse. But thank you, Azza, for a lovely example.
Yeah, I went for without the continuous, of course. But yeah, my teacher is always a pain in the arse, being a pain in the arse, continuous. Yeah. All right, there we go. Thank you so much. This is really nice to see so many comments. It's able to enrich our class, I think.
Absolutely, it's great. Yeah, yeah. We have lovely, lovely commenters, lovely viewers today. Thank you for coming. Yeah. All right.
Okay.
So
We've got one more, Harry. Quickly, to have growing pains. To have growing pains.
Yeah.
Slightly different, but do you want to tell everyone what that means, to have growing pains?
I'd say like we can use it in two different ways. Growing pains. So it can be a literal thing, and it relates to the development, the physical development of a child, as their joints. So these hinges, the joints and their muscles develop. A child suffers growing pains, so it will hurt them to walk because they are experiencing a quick growth.
Yeah, I think is it not the bones and then the muscles are trying to adapt to it?
Yeah, yeah, it probably is the bones. Yeah, yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So that's to have growing pains. But you said it in another example as well, didn't you? Before.
Yeah. So I'd say, at the start of our channel, when we first started this channel, I'd say we had some growing pains. It was difficult to get subscribers. It was difficult to create videos and edit them because we didn't know how to do it. It was very new to us. So we had some growing pains. So it's the difficulties at the beginning of often an organization or a business.
Yeah. Okay. Nice. But I think we're getting a nice little growth now, aren't we? It's not such a pain, or it's not having such pain. I can't use it. I don't really use it actually. Growing pains.
Yeah, we'd say maybe we're having or we're experiencing growing pains.
Experiencing growing pains. Okay. I personally would know it much more towards the actual like bones growing, but yeah.
Okay.
I
just think maybe better in business. So like things aren't going well in the business. We're having some growing pains, but we're hoping that next year we will, be performing better.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
We'll be on the mend. We'll be on the mend.
We'll be on the mend. Okay. We'll be on the up. All right. So I think that comes towards the end. Have you got anything else, Harry?
No. So it'd be nice to see their examples of growing pains, perhaps if they know any children, or if they have any children who are going through this stage and having growing pains.
Yeah. Did you ever have growing pains? I don't think I did when I was a teenager.
Yeah, to be honest, I don't remember. I'd have to ask my mum. Yeah, I don't know if it's something that all kids experience.
No, I remember there was one guy in my football team who had to be subbed off quite regularly because he got growing pains.
Really? So he was substituted. He was taken off the field.
Yeah. He wasn't able to play the full match, so he was taken off, and then someone else came on. And I was like, "What's the matter?" And he's like, "Growing pains."
Oh no, poor guy. And it wasn't you, was it?
No, it wasn't. No, I wasn't the pain in the arse.
No. Oh, was it a pain in the arse that he always had to be substituted? Was it?
It was. My manager found it a pain in his arse because he had to waste a substitute every time.
And I guess he probably had to use you. He had this guy who had problems, and he thought, "Oh no, I'm gonna have to put Charlie on the field."
How did you know that I was not playing at the start? Do I look like a kind of substitute man?
I've played football with you.
Ah, come on now.
No,
Oh,
no.
you had an injury in football, didn't you?
Oh my,
That was
yeah,
disgusting. That was
yeah.
really
That was,
horrible.
that was. Yeah, Charlie very kindly came to the hospital with me. We used to play five-a-side football, and someone left an old hinge from a door on the wall, and I put my hands out to stop me from running into the wall,
Oh,
and I went onto this metal hinge, and I cut my finger, and you could see the bone.
oh, it was disgusting. Yeah, yeah. You were like, Charlie, is it okay? And you pulled it back. Oh, and I could see the actual bone of the little finger. It was disgusting.
Yeah, yeah. So I cut my finger open, right? I
Yeah,
cut my finger
yeah,
open.
yeah. You cut your finger open, and then we had to go to hospital to give you some stitches. Did you have stitches? You must have.
Yeah, yeah. I had stitches across. Yeah, I had like maybe 4 or 5 stitches.
Oh, it
Yeah.
was nasty. I remember we had a nice nurse though, didn't we?
To be honest, I don't. Honestly, I don't remember. I don't remember the nurse.
Well, I remember you were flirting with her quite a lot.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, right. I don't remember. I don't remember. Yeah. But cut. So I cut my finger. I said I cut my finger open, and that shows that something, the inside of my finger was exposed. Could we use this with other parts of the body, Charlie?
Yeah, I cut my leg. Oh, well, we don't say open there. With your head, you could say I cracked my head, or I split my head open.
Mm.
And that
Nice.
is just when you damage your skull and you need attention at the hospital. I've done that. I think there's a scar there.
Right.
That made me I used to think that I was Harry Potter from this scar. I was like, oh my God, I'm going to be a wizard. I think when I was 10, I read it. I was like, oh my God, Hagrid is going to come for me.
Did he come?
Yeah. All right.
Oh, little
Okay.
Harry Potter.
Little Harry Potter, yeah. But if you hit your head, you probably crack your head open. It sounds quite vicious, that, but to crack your head open just
Yeah.
means that you cut your head. All right, we're faffing a bit. We're digressing, but we hope that you enjoyed our class today, and we love the participation. Really great comments in there. Olivia's just saying, show your Hogwarts letter or it didn't happen. It actually burns up. So once you read it, it burns up. That's not true.
The letter.
Yeah, I was just thinking how it's not true because you could find it. Anyway.
So we have some examples anyway.
Yes.
If you want to share it, Charlie, with growing pains.
Okay, let me do that.
So someone said growing pains typically end by the teen years. Yeah, but okay, I would say probably by your teenage years. Yeah.
Where is that? I can't see it.
Michaela Shin.
Oh, okay. Let's present to everyone. There we go. Growing pains typically end by the teen years. Very nice, thank you. But as Harry said, by your teenage years. Growing pains typically end by, yeah, I would say your as well.
Your teenage years.
Your teenage years.
Okay, when I set up, so this one's from Nguyen, I think maybe Vietnamese. When I set up my own business, there were a lot of growing pains. Yeah.
Nice example. Really nice example.
Yeah, it was nice. That's the perfect way to use this in that context.
Yeah, it is. We should have a perfect button, like a sound, like ching.
Maybe, yeah, we could do that. Yeah, let's do that for the next lesson.
Yeah, we always say that. Next lesson, next lesson. Okay, if you want nice body, you have to have growing pains. Interesting. I'm not sure if I've ever thought of that.
Yeah, I guess it does. You do experience growing pains in muscle, but we call it something else, don't we? DOMS.
What do you mean?
Don't we call it DOMS? The aching, the pain in your muscle after you work out.
Yeah, that would be the DOMS is delayed onset of muscular fatigue or
DOMS.
muscular something. But why do you say DOMS? She's talking about growing pains.
Well, she said a nice body. Does she mean like nice body as in developed physically after working out?
Okay. So we should say Min Soo Kim, growing pains. We were talking about actually growing in height, your physical bone structure elongating.
Yeah.
So not necessarily not going to the gym and having growing pains from your muscles and breaking down and then regrowing, but actually from your bones. But yeah, nice to example that to show us that we need to be a bit more clear on our explanations.
Yeah.
Right. Mary, just to say, our live classes start every Wednesday. They are normally on at 12 o'clock London, UK time, but sometimes we change it if we cannot make that time. So it's best to subscribe and click the notification bell button to be told when we are live.
Yeah. There's one, just one or two more examples. Mauricio, when I was 14, I suffered of growing pains. My knees were too weak. So I would use I suffered from growing pains, or I suffered with, or just without the preposition. Yes. I suffered growing pains.
I think I would go for the first two prepositions you would say. I wouldn't normally leave out I suffered growing pains. Yeah, suffered with growing pains. I suffered from. I would say from.
Suffered from growing pains.
My knees were too weak. Okay, nice ending though. Good.
Yeah.
Second part of that. Right, there we go.
Cool.
I think we have to leave it. I've got a class starting soon, so I better leave it. But yeah, that was really nice. I hope that everyone enjoyed that. We'll come back to stream.
I really enjoyed that. So thank you everyone for coming to this live lesson. Remember that Charlie and I, we are teachers and we do this full time. So if you want to practice with a native speaker who can explain grammar, idiomatic expressions and pronunciation in a simple manner for you, then check out our links in the description below.
Yeah, definitely. And before we wrap up, to finish, we want to explain that we do a prize draw of 2 free Skype lessons, one from myself and one from Harry. And we are owing the prize draw from the last 3 or 4 weeks. So we need to announce that one. And we have the list up here. So I'm going to randomly select from the last, I think 4 weeks, 3 to 4 weeks. So the random selection, let me click. Okay. All right. So we have a Jackie Liao from I think two weeks ago. Yeah, Jackie Liao, you have won the prize draw. Congratulations.
Wonderful.
So we will get in contact with you, or can you get in contact with us and we will set that up.
Great, brilliant. Okay, so if you want to enter the next competition, check out the link which is in the description box below and come back for our next lesson next week. We look forward to seeing you.
Yes, indeed. Yeah. So if you like this video, please do give us a thumbs up, because that actually helps. I don't know if you know, I didn't know until I started YouTube, but it helps push us up in the algorithms and helps viewing count and all of that. And therefore we are able to continue doing this kind of content. So a thumbs up really does help us a lot, and also sharing the video.
Yeah, absolutely. And we do lots of things on Facebook and Twitter as well. So check out our other social media pages. So if you search for Real English with Real Teachers on Facebook, we advertise all of our live lessons on there, and we give you little updates on our life and extra tips on progressing with your English. And also check us out on Twitter, Real English 16.
16, yeah, thank you. I'd also like to say that you should grab my ebook if you are doing English self-study. I have created an exercise that is really quite powerful for those of you doing that, and I give an audio guide along with the ebook, so you can grab that in the description box below. I haven't actually looked at the description box, Harry, because you set up the link. Is everything in there?
I'll put it in.
Nice. Thank you so much. Cool.
And remember to click subscribe if you haven't already. And next to the subscribe button, there is a little bell. If you click that little bell, you will get notified every time we release a new video. And generally, we do new videos every week alongside these live classes. So check that out. Got a bit of gas there.
Lovely last moment. Yeah. Okay. So we hope to see you next time in our live classes that come every Wednesday. Thank you so much. It was really, really good, and we hope that you learned a lot. Stay active, and bye from me, and goodbye, Harry.
Yeah. Bye, Charlie. Thanks very much. Thank you, everyone. I really, really enjoyed that, and see you next week.
See you next week. Don't forget to get the downloadable worksheet for this lesson that will be in the description box below. Bye for now.
Good man. See you later. Bye-bye.